Treated pine's been around for years now, and you can use it for all sorts of landscaping projects: fencing, decks, pergolas, retaining walls. But there's a few things you need to know to get the job done properly. Treated pine comes in many shapes and sizes, from large round logs, a range of different size sleepers, right down to garden edging and pegs, with a heap of stuff in between. It's harvested from plantation timber, and so is a renewable resource and is a cost-effective building material for numerous garden projects. Treated pine comes with a hazard rating that's labelled by the letter H and a number after it. Now, this is very important and relates to what it can be used for. For example, H3 is for above ground use, say decks, pergolas. H4 for in-ground use, posts, retaining walls. And H5 can be used in contact with fresh water. Now, those are the three that you're mostly going to need to know about for landscaping, but whatever you do, don't get them confused with H2O, because that's a whole different ballgame. The treatment process for H4 and above involves pressure impregnation of CCA, or copper chromium arsenate. This packs a fairly big punch and needs to be treated with respect. A more recent development for H3 and below involves using LOSP, or light organic solvent protection, which is still effective and, more importantly, more user-friendly. For more information, contact your local treated pine specialist. Like with any project you do in the garden or around the home, you've always got to be safety conscious. And that's particularly so with treated pine, because remember, it does contain chemicals. So when you're handling it, it's a good idea to wear gloves and definitely wash your hands after you've been working with it. And another important safety tip is to do with lifting. A lot of injuries occur from lifting, particularly the back. So never try and lift more than you can handle. It's not a competition, and if you've got two people, use two people and share the load. Now, like with any timber products, you will find some stuff that's faulty, and you don't want to use that. And here's a couple of examples. This one here, a bit of splitting there. If I roll that over, look at that, nasty, and you don't want that in the job. Here's another classic example of a faulty one. Big knot here, that's going to create a weak point, and it's probably come from a branch as opposed to the trunk of the tree, and the trunk's what you want because that's the strongest. So try and avoid any faulty stuff, or if it gets delivered, send it back.